Alright guys, today I'm going to make like a real life video. Probably be kind of long. I got a Hudson float valve for my tank. You guys don't know what that is. It's basically just like a pullet. So you got to float in there. When it floats up, it stops the water flow. When you get too much, it stops the water flow, and you'll have to overflow your tank. Because I've did a couple of house washes so far this year, and I've tried to keep an eye on it, and I get busy, and the tank fills up and blows that up in the air. Kind of funny, but at the same time, it's not what you really want. So this is a 3/4 bulkhead. This is going to go in my 55-gallon drum this way. No, I'll probably put it this way. Yeah, I'll put it this way. So it's going to go like this. It's reverse thread. Had to get a 1-inch pump or a 1-inch valve. So I got a 3/4 thread here, and because the pump is 1 inch, I had to buy a reducer. So that is a 3/4 bulkhead, 3/4 to 3/4 thread, and then a 3/4 to 1 inch reducer. This is my valve, and it's going to set just like that in the tank. Water will come out here. There's like a plunger on the bottom of it. When the water fills up to that, it cuts the water off, and I don't have to worry about blowing that off again. I'm going to put some I'm going to put some True Blue on it. This is just water, so it isn't like I'm that worried about it, but just so I have a good seal with all this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put True Blue on it. When you go to put these bulkheads on, you know, this is going to be coming through the tank of whatever you're using. Just going to go ahead and give you an advice. First, looking online, this said it took 1 3/8 hole saw. Then I seen where it took 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches wasn't too big. So I got this little cheap kit here from Harbor Freight. All I'm going to do is match up my threads. That right there looks a little big. That looks a little big. So let me go to this next one. That next one looks like it would fit perfect. So I'm going to put my adapter on my drill, and this is what size I'm going to use. Let's see if I can see that. This one is 1 3/4 inches. And what I'm trying to show you is the threads are just wide enough, that way when you cut that hole, they're going to go in. The 1 3/8 hit here, and the 1.5 inches hit the threads like that and wouldn't let it go through. So I'm going to use this 1 3/4 inches and drill a hole and install this bulkhead. So my container didn't fit. So the bits, you know, about that size, I'm going to put it over here, kind of get an area started about, I think I want to go about right here. Now, hopefully you've seen that, but that fell through exactly the way I would want it to. So now, keeping the shavings to a minimum, I mean, you can see there's a few in there, but It isn't that bad. That's what you get out of the tank. I try to keep all this away because we don't want all that going in and then getting sucked in by the pressure washer. So now this is going to go down, and the nut is reverse thread, so you'll reverse thread it. I'm going to go ahead and put the true blue on it. And guys, I'm just telling you, I'm not going to tell you if you do this at home that this is necessary, because all this is water coming in. So if you got a leak, it's not that big a deal. I mean, I don't like my rig to leak any. If I see leaks, I start questioning what's wrong. And so I don't want to be seeing any leaks. If I see leaks, I think something's wrong, and then I start questioning it. So all I'm going to do here is put the bulkhead on right here. It's reverse threads. This is going to go down inside there. So that's too big. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead, put this on. Because it's not going to go through. I'm going to go ahead and put that fitting on. Going to go ahead and tighten the bulkhead up. Hope you guys can see that. Just hand tight is all you need, honestly. We already have the blue, true blue on the other one. Try to blow all these shavings off. I mean, anything that gets stuck in that's gonna make it not work, and so we want it to work the best to its ability. That's why we're doing it. So now we're going to put this on and just thread it in. And I should have probably used a different hand to do that. Now all I got to do is, for the time being, because I want this to be an elbow, for the time being I'm going to just unhook this hose here. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm going to unhook this hose here and just put it in the top of that bulkhead. So what I'm doing here is I'm bypassing my hose reel on the water hose this year, and so I have this is like a jumper to a garden hose, so I can put quick connects on it. May sound like a lot, but it's not that much. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the truck, the skid, once I'm done, because I've made, I want to say a lot of changes, but I guess I really have. At the same time, I still don't even have my soft wash system set up as far as how I'm going to run it. It's just kind of through in right now for the time being. So this is just going to get tightened down to where it might need to be. That's moving around, and I don't know why. Double check it in here. Seems like I'm kind of loose there, but I don't really know what would make it that way. So yeah guys, that is the Hudson float valve, 55-gallon drum. And if you hadn't seen the other videos and you go, oh Jonathan, what is it that you keep in that hole? Right here, stick it in there. It blew out on me today when I was washing. Quite comical, because I seen the water coming up through my bypass and I was making my way around, and as I went around the property, this blew like a top, or blew its top I should say. But you just keep that tightened down. I'll change this cap out to where it doesn't have a hole in it. It'll just be solid, so it'll vent through here on that opening. The top of this hole, or that lid, has vents in it, so it's going to vent. And so this is the second version of what I showed you guys that I had the other day. So that's how you put the Hudson float valve into the 55-gallon drum. We'll catch you next time.